listening to Anthony on the Virus, Sirius XM.
Nolan Ryan was probably the last non-steroid older baseball guy, and he just managed to sputter into his 40s a little bit, threw a no-hitter and then got out. But Clemens, when Clemens threw a piece of bat at Piazza, I was like, yeah, that guy's on drugs. He's got mental problems from things that shouldn't be inside of him.
But he's doing the right thing as far as putting doubt in people's minds. All you have to do with a situation like this, there's no proving it. No. There's no actual videotape. There's not. We love proof. We love catching people red-handed these days. Yep. And there's none of that. So all he has to do is say, "Look, I didn't do it," and I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to tell you how I didn't do it. I'm going to do interviews saying I didn't do it, and then people will go, maybe he didn't.
The power of denial is unbelievable. Yeah. When I was a kid, I got caught. I stole triple beam balances from my science class, and I sold them to drug dealers for pot. I was in 8th grade. I was like 12 years old.
All right.
And, I stole like 20 of them because I figured out how to get into the science. Anyway, I got caught, and they just knew I did it, and I just kept saying, "No, I didn't."
Nope.
I kept saying I didn't. I don't even know what you're talking about. No. I don't even do drugs. I don't smoke pot. I just kept saying it, and I just wore them down.
You ever watch?
And they finally said, "Well, we can't really."
Why is that not working for Barry Bonds?
That's true, though. If you just deny it.
Why is Barry Bonds getting ready to go to court for lying about something that you're saying that no one can prove it?
All he's got to do is keep denying.
Keep denying. Yeah, no, but it's different because he's black.
That must
I didn't want to say that. Let's be honest.
Of course, that's why.
I mean, let's just
when black people deny anything, it's the opposite for black people.
Oh, right. I forgot to tell you.
For black people, it's the opposite. When they deny something, you go, "Oh,
Juice has been denying it for
Look at him lie." Jesus, what a liar. No, it's exactly. All white people, we have to premise this whole thing. All white people have to do.
Right, is deny.
And eventually people go, "Oh, come on, give them the benefit of the doubt."
Black people have to confess or else it's just going to get hard on you. If you watch any of those crime shows,
they have to change the entire system.
Yeah. But even if you didn't do it, you have to confess. Even if you didn't do it, you should just say you did it.
I love those shows. I love the crime shows on A&E where they show the confessions, and they bring people in, and a lot of times the people that just stick to the denial, it goes into the cold case files, and maybe they get them 20 years later.
Yeah.
But it's the people that are sitting there, and it's like, come on now, look, we got this, and they never really have anything, but he goes, "All right, okay, I was in the car when he was shot, and then before you know it, the guy's like, I shot the man, I killed him, problem solved, crime solved. Just deny it."
Yeah, but the more you say, you have to just say no. No. When they ask you,
but it is true.
No. Because the more you talk, they're gonna get you. It's like the cops. I was with this lady one time that you pay to give you back rubs in L.A.
Okay.
And as soon as we were done, I actually just put my sneaker on. Knock, knock, knock. Cops right at the door, and they came in and they had me. They took me on the curb. They just started going, "Come on, man, what was going on there? Were you just getting a back?"
The only reason they're asking is because they need you to say yes. I was doing that.
I just kept going, "Nope." No. But they were getting me to like buddy, like, we were, and I was like, no. And they finally were like, "Look, he's not saying anything." And they let me go. They were pissed too.
But that really is the difference between life for whites and blacks. That if you're white and you kill somebody on television, as long as you just keep denying it, you're going to get out of it.
Yeah.
If you're black and you were home sleeping and someone 4,000 miles away got killed, and they ask you if you did it, you better just say you did it.
Just confess.
They're going to they're going to hang it on you.
Unless Monk is around.
You're listening to Anthony.
Racist Xbox.
Yes.
I bought an Xbox, and I don't see any racism going on the...
I would have to deny that, too.
Oh, Jesus. How is he going to put a stop
so this isn't something that's in the Xbox. It's stuff that kids are saying to each other while they're playing.
Adults.
Well, say me and Anthony were in a room.
Right.
If me and Anthony were in a room, and then the other team comes in after.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. And then the guy from the other team, the first thing out of his mouth is, "Yo, we're going to kick your asses." Then sometimes some people say some stuff after that.
Yeah, it gets really, it can get racist and homophobic. So even though we're not,
but that's like saying like a guy goes up to a guy on the street, and calls him a Jew or whatever, and then so they go, "We got to take that street down." Right?
Right.
Isn't that basically what it is? It's just
pretty much that's what he's
another
saying.
meeting place for people to act awful towards each other.
Yeah, while they're playing a game.
Yeah, but it's got nothing to do
Together.
with Xbox.
That's
No.
a damn good
People
point,
are-
man.
No, it's just another communication vehicle. It is ridiculous.
It's just that white people will call black people those words if they can do it from a safe distance.
Yeah,
Big chance
of course.
to-
I'll tell you what happens.
Your living room?
I'll tell you what happens. We play Call of Duty 4, which is one of the best games ever. And Bobby Kelly here came up with General Bobby Kelly came up with the clan name. They call them clans, by the way.
That doesn't help.
No offense, but it's like a team. And ours is GAAY. So it's, Team Gay
Oh, so they just
with
come
two
on.
gays. And so in front of your name, in little brackets, it says GAAY. And that way you know that we're all on one team.
Right.
So the second we get in a room with another team, they just instantly start, and it's just nothing but homophobic.
It's so stupid because you're the guys, you guys are owning it. Like you're going ahead and calling yourselves
We're calling
gay,
ourselves the gay.
And they're acting like you didn't notice that it's spelled
that it's spelled gay.
It doesn't help that we're like, hey guys.
Yeah, we kind of we greet them when they come into the rooms that
must
way.
make them so mad.
And they get very angry, and people don't want to play us. And if there are because there are teams then of specifically Jewish guys. There's the Jews. Their name of the team is Jews.
Right.
And they'll play, and there's certain black teams that'll play.
Right.
And
so it turns into all of that.
it just turns into gay bashing and racial bashing.
yeah.
And the greatest part about it is the fact that you're saying these things, which is fine, but you're playing a game that is probably the most violent game I've ever played in my life. It's fantastically violent. I love it. And it shouldn't be any other way, but you are blowing people up.
Yeah, but don't call him a faggot.
Yeah, don't say that.
The thing that stinks, the game is so politically correct that we're actually still fighting Russians.
Right?
We're
the only
thank God,
acceptable enemy.
it just went to Russians, too. We actually were still fighting Germans up until last year.
Oh, my
now, we're actually fighting Russians.
Germans are always the bad guys.
With
Now-
laser scopes, which we didn't even fight them with
Even
laser
though
scopes.
we fought Korea between those two, you can't do Koreans.
You can't do, and you can't do the people.
But wait a minute, what about what
No,
about
because Germans and Russians are the only white enemies we've had in the last 100 years.
no, there are
Arabs in there.
I played a few games. Arabs are the hardest board. Arabs and Asians are the hardest boards on video games now.
Yeah,
Russians are very easy to beat now.
That's because they
I
have
know.
Chinese stars.
Yeah.
And nunchucks.
When are people going to learn though that it's not about Xbox? It's not. Nothing's going to. You can't change racism through. Nothing's going to change until
two tin cans and a string.
It's
strung between a black guy and a white guy.
None's going to help.
You're just going to get trapped.
Black people got to stop stealing, and gay people have to stop hurting God, and Jews have to stop manipulating the media.
As soon as anybody but black people admit that there's racism, it's like we think racism is the boogeyman or the Loch Ness monster. Nobody white ever says it, unless it's a joking manner.
Exactly.
Oh,
No, I remember when Venus and Serena Williams complained that they get racist attitudes thrown at them on tour.
Right.
Like people yell stuff at them during matches and stuff. And so they asked Martina Hingis, the Swiss player. That's as white as it gets, is Swiss.
Of course.
And she said, I'm on the same tour and I don't see the racism. Yeah, they don't really...
Right. This is your captain of the day, Chip's vermicular vessel, over the hill, low energy Jim Norton. Sorry, but Opie cuts here to go to the Dr. Phil audio. Anyway, let's hear it. And thanks for listening to NO&A.
I love playing video games as much as I like eating food. I've been a loyal customer of Xbox Live and Xbox 360. Now, it's gotten worse with the racial slurs, the name calling, and the bullying online. I've been calling you monkey, or your hands greasy from eating all that chicken. I'm gonna put a lynch on your door, or is that your kids in the background? So I had to stop my children from playing the online games. My 10-year-old daughter, my 13-year-old son, and even my 5-year-old son. And he asks me, Daddy, why I can't play online with you? I want to play that. I go, no, but he goes, why? They're gonna call me names, and I think that's sad for a 5-year-old to even know that.
Have they
Me and
played
Anthony are looking at each other like, whoops.
Have they played against Team Gay?
Sorry.
I didn't mean it. You're like, oh, that was mine.
Oh, boy.
But that greasy chicken there, I didn't know he was black. I thought he was just cooking chicken.
I just thought he played poorly.
Yeah, the controller's slipping out of your hand, obviously.
No.
Oh, my God.
It was Erd Lee. I was calling him cheap.
Wow. Well, you know what? The internet, that type of thing is just basically a CB radio. I mean, it's you talking to a bunch of guys, you don't know where they are, and
you can't see them either, so you don't know what color they are or religion or anything like that.
You can't tell by a voice.
Sometimes you can.
when their clan name is
The last
DMX.
bastion of racism. Boy, y'all are trying to find any way to do it.
I know.
You can't do it out in the open no more.
It's the two. Every time there's a new technology, porn and racism is the biggest thing to come out of it.
Thank God.
White people just trying to find different ways to be racist. It's just bothering.
We're not that good at anything else. We're amazing at that.
What do you mean we're?
I don't understand why you keep grouping yourself in, Spick. You're a red-headed plumber. You're a farmer.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing.
Don't
That's
pick
how
my
great.
spinach. Stop with the weed. You're an albino Mexican.
But that's how powerful. That's how powerful whiteness is. That it transcends Mexicanness.
It does purify everything.
It does.
Just good.
You can be born in Africa of African black parents and be named Mumbamba. If you're white, come on, but join the health club. Join the club.
Oh, man.
Get to the front of the bus, my friend. I don't care where you're from.
Black president, no way in hell.
No.
You know how many
It won't
arguments I've had
happen.
with my girlfriend over racist remarks I make? She can't
Really?
believe I make them. She's like, would you say that in front of Patrice?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
in front of me.
Of course.
Yeah.
But not most.
Hi again, sorry, but we have to abruptly stop everything to go to another clip.
So you're worried that he's going to maybe draw these people into the real world?
I just, Dr. Phil, I just feel like in the internet, in this situation, anything is possible. I don't know who these people are. They're claiming to be the KKK, and I have a real big problem with that. They're calling my children monkeys, that they're going to hang them, they're going to kill them, they're going to kill me. It's crazy, and it's out of control, and nobody is trying to do anything about this.
But it's
my
not
husband has contacted Microsoft for many years, and I don't understand why the FBI is not all over that.
FBI. Maybe they should look for, people that want to fly planes into buildings. Leave the FBI alone. They shouldn't be after Xbox. You're talking about the same thing that you get on the computer. Internet cowards, they're called. They just get on there, bash people. They're nameless and faceless and have no courage to confront anybody. And that's all you're getting. I understand how offensive it is to this woman and her kids and her husband and everything. That's completely understandable. But as far as it actually being a threat, it's not.
I think it is. But they shouldn't have their kids playing the game. I mean, they're exposing their kids to a lot of bad things.
So you think the game shouldn't be?
No, it's got nothing to do with the game.
Mm-hmm.
Make no mistake. It's awful and disgusting that people go on Xbox and call
Play other races. We should stick with our own.
Really try to.
and call and that they call and they go there. They're awful people. But this woman shouldn't have her kid playing it, and it's got nothing to do with Xbox. Again, Xbox is just the street that they met on. It's not. It's absurd. It's misused energy to fight in that direction. Like, we got to go after Xbox. It's got nothing to do with Xbox.
There's so many options on Xbox. You can actually send something directly to Microsoft about a particular person.
You can block so you can't hear him anymore.
You can mute anybody you want, and you can run your own room and kick anybody you want out of the room. So. And there's certain times kids shouldn't play. When we're on,
no kids should play.
They shouldn't be around.
They shouldn't be on.
Have children and you're letting them play. If you have children and you're letting your kids play Xbox, your kids should be taken away from
racism on Wii bowling. Anything like that on the Wiimote? When you use the Wiimote to play Wii bowling with those wobble-headed bobble doll characters?
Can you make your own bowling ball to look like somebody's face?
Oh, God.
I know now is the perfect time to stop everything for another fucking clip. Enjoy.
There's good and bad. I mean, you enjoy playing this game, right? You couldn't do that before the technology existed, but it comes with a downside.
I'm spending thousands of dollars to Microsoft. So I think, and it's coming inside of my house.
Yeah, and so you think they owe you
they owe me big
some
time.
protection?
What?
Right.
All right, you're crazy.
He's right.
Thousands of
You're
dollars.
crazy.
I don't play online. I
You don't?
love artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
I love playing the game. I don't like getting online. With
Online
people.
is great.
MySpace people
Real
always say,
people.
"What's your gamer tag?" I don't want to play with you.
It's great playing real people.
Yeah,
It's a lot better.
Because you know you're
Bobby
frustrated.
tried
When
to
you
sell
shoot
that-
someone in the face, you know if they're sitting in their house just going, "Brr!" you know, they're so frustrated.
You're playing
Because
against
that's usually me.
You're playing against somebody else's like psychology. Like if they,
That's low
the
self-esteem
computer
for some
runs around
reason,
the thing like 8 times. I may run around, stop, and come back and shoot you in the face.
Call of Duty 4, just playing it on hard is not hard enough.
You're just pissing away
like real
your
war.
brain on that stuff.
Yeah,
it's just the worst thing for a human being.
Actually,
I love it.
I think, look, for you, how old are you now?
In my
38.
40s.
You're just coasting to your death. Nobody, no, that's
Yeah, it's
fine.
true.
There's
Might
nothing
as well
being
just have
wasted.
fun.
You've got your career, you make money. but for Bob Kelly, you could look 2 bad months and you're homeless. So you're putting your life in danger.
Jesus
by
Christ.
you.
Wow, he just went right into my pockets.
He actually gave you an extra month.
Somebody with Spanish doubloons in their pocket just told you you're broke.
Yeah. Just 2 more.
And your fear is they've said, I'm going to Google you. I'm going to find, you got a tag that you use when you're playing.
Yeah.
That somehow they can trace that back through, get to your account, find out where you live, and get to you. And that's a possible thing. I mean, that's a
Yes,
real
it is, Dr.
possibility,
Phil.
right?
My fear is my kids, targeting my kids, and who knows? I don't know. I mean, I think my rights are violated, especially if you're writing KKK and you're actually taking the time to do all this stuff and
3
spelling
letters.
out stuff and it's just
Yeah,
horrible.
Doesn't take much time. It's one key.
I should be able to. I
Ding,
should be able
ding, ding.
to.
There it is.
Don't forget caps lock. You have to,
I should be able to swim in the Pacific Ocean without sharks attacking me. I need someone to protect me against these sharks when I get in that water. Why? How about not getting in the water, my friend?
Yeah,
no, I should
exactly.
have it's my God-given right.
No.
It isn't.
To get on the internet and play. Shut up.
Game is rated M also, so the kids shouldn't
it's
be
just
playing it.
all-
Oh, no. Well, it said rated M.
Let me say this. Let me say this to black people, please. Intellectual black people, stop messing around with dumb white people. That's what I'm really getting tired of.
Yeah.
It's always a retarded white guy, and then black people getting ready to go, well, and then he gets on it, and it's a travesty.
Yeah.
It's like it's these Yahoo white boys
Right.
that's calling you a monkey, and you're bothered by that.
Yeah.
Finally. Just kidding. It's a string of fucking callers.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys need the Malcolm Xbox. Yeah, I play plenty of Call of Duty all the time. I'm black, and all this racism is just nothing. This guy who's complaining about he's a damn wimp. He's a grown man.
Yep.
Come on now. I mean, if people are going to talk trash to you, it's all in good fun. They don't really mean to hurt your feelings. If they do, then
You know what they're, yo, dude, you know what they're doing all here? Making a monkey face, all of them. They're all putting their tongue up into their top lip, and they're going,
Jimmy's up on the counter.
Except
Jimmy's swinging from a chandelier and throwing bananas at people.
We were actually trying to make the face.
Yeah.
all right. I thought it. Didn't say it. Glad I didn't.
I use the American History Xbox. That's the one I like to use.
Yes, Mike. I'm a truck driver, and they do the same thing on the CB. They do all the talking noise. We call them CB Rambos. You know, you can't see who they are, but that's all they do is talk.
Yeah, they did that. I did that coming back from Monterey. My friend had a CB. He goes, watch this. And he goes, is there anywhere a black guy can get breakfast around here? And just
no.
I mean, nonstop for an hour and a half. The best jokes, some of the best jokes I've ever heard. I mean, really good jokes.
No, the
like
thing
knock jokes and everything.
I love the fact that he knew. He goes, watch
The
this.
thing is, if you go out to like real America, where real people are, all humor is racist.
Yeah.
Every single. That's all people talk about. It's that bad.
Right.
Like we have a house upstate in Columbia County, which is a very rural part of New York, and my neighbor, who's a farmer, invited me to watch the Tyson Lennox Lewis fight in his barn. He stole satellite. Wow. And so all of my neighbors were all these really nice people. We all went and watched it. And a couple of minutes into the fight, some guy's like, "Look at them monkeys up there," and they just start.
God.
And I'm sitting there like, I just feel horrible.
And in front of you, but you're like the new guy there?
Yeah, I'm like the New Yorker. And but they're all. I realize that's all they sharpen their humor on racism. Is the only thing they have to make fun of.
Wow.
Like that's all they do.
All right, last clip. No more interruptions. This has been your captain, the consummate career coattail coaster, Arrakis' favorite son, Jim Norton. And thanks again for listening.
And it's a site on there, a game called UNO. Everybody knows what UNO is. It's actually a live feed. It's 4 people. Actually, it's 4 people have a camera, and we can see each other as we play the game UNO. Now you have people on there taking off their clothes, doing perverted things, running around naked.
Nice.
And it's all about the money now. It's so easy to get online now. You can go to your local 7-Eleven, your liquor store, and buy this a month.
The liquor store, the gun store, the KFC. What the? Come on, dude.
Put out a local check.
Everybody always says library.
Yeah.
Everybody goes,
there's a live. I know.
Buy one off a Philly on the corner.
The coffee shop or the library.
Kennedy Fried Chicken.
You can go to your local 7-Eleven, your liquor store, and buy this a year subscription for $49. You can buy one for $7.
This is an ad.
Come home. Actually type in the code and you're online. So who's to say my son,
exactly how
my
to do
daughter gets online, plays UNO, and it's a pervert online luring her to go do something. So who's at fault?
Did he say
You as the parents,
or is it
stupid.
Microsoft if something happens to my kid?
Blame Microsoft.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good.
How about this? People to get online and stuff like that, you got to use your real name and identity. How about that?
No.
Why not?
That ain't gonna
Because
happen.
you'd be arrested, I'd be in jail.
No, but I'm saying, like, where else? There are other places.
You know what?
But where else can you interact without any real facial recognition? The internet's a weird place. Like any other time.
It's not just as Patrice deftly put it, retarded white folk. It's also supposedly smart. Like with the writer's strike, there's like this online sort of forum of people talking about it, and they're all like writers and like, millionaires.
Yeah.
Arguing about it. And like I went on once and questioned something the Writers Guild was doing.
Boy.
And they're just like, you piece of I never gotten sworn at so much in my life.
Yeah.
And just say, you should have your this and that torn open and just. And these are like guys with jobs in mansions.
All of a sudden they come out
with anonymous names. It just says Writer 02.
There's zero accountability.
That's all it is.
Online, and everyone knows that, so you could say whatever you want, and there's no responsibility.
I was in a chat room one time and someone said something I didn't like, and I'm like, oh, jump in a lake. All right. Well, this week I'm in Pennsylvania. Next week I'm at the Borgata. It's sold out. It's been a great week. Thanks a lot.
No, everybody else, Jim.
Oh, sorry. Patrice is going to be tonight and tomorrow at Governor's in Levittown, Long Island. 4 shows, 2 tonight, 2 tomorrow. Bobby Kelly will be at Caroline's tonight, 10:30, tomorrow, 10:30, Sunday, 8 o'clock. It's 212-757-4100. And Stupid's Comedy Central special comes out January 18th. And Patrice's Def Jam is this Sunday, am I correct? His Def Jam will be on this Sunday night. And young Louis C.K., I don't remember your plugs.
February 14th in Buffalo, 15th in Cleveland, 16th. Nobody cares.